James Adomian is a host of the Underculture podcast. He's a comedian, performer. He's the yeah. He's the Bernie half of the Bernie versus Trump.
Yeah,
and
Bernie.
Trump versus Bernie,
AKA Bernie would have won tour.
Yeah, seriously. How's it feeling, Senator? No, just kidding.
Look, I'm drunk. I'm on my 5th tequila.
Tequila gang.
Let's face it, it's especially painful to see the Great Lakes states. The Democrat is not ahead in a Great Lakes state like Michigan, Wisconsin. All I can say is I'm not gonna sit up here like a thorn in everybody's ass and say Bernie would have won. But what I will say is the second election in a row, I certainly could not have done any worse.
That's the Jew. That's such a perfect. I can't think of a more Jewish expression than that. I'm not going to say.
James, I hate to interrupt. I wanted to. I got to go do one more hit for Telesur. You guys are awesome. Much love, y'all. We'll get through this together. Thanks for inviting me on. It was great talking to everyone.
I will be going.
Bye. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Bye, Abby. Thanks for coming on. Come back. All right. Let me just.
Anytime.
All right. Now, where were we?
Speaking of Telesur, the Biden campaign tactic of comparing Donald Trump to Hugo Chavez seems to have backfired.
Killed marvelously.
Among the demographic in South Florida.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the one who beat the socialists, and now I'm going to lose to the fascists.
Well, maybe he doesn't need to win. Obviously now he can't win with Florida because that ain't happening.
Yeah. People may not know this about James, but he's not just a very talented comedian and actor. He's like super wonky.
I'm also a client.
And also people were very appreciative of your talking about Armenia with us the other night.
Well, thank you. Everybody in Armenia and around the world is still on edge that Turkey and Azerbaijan might pull some crazy shit during this election chaos in America. So please pay attention to what's happening in Armenia. And if you can support the Armenia Fund, it's at armeniafund.org. Please do.
Yeah.
James, I would, but I have not gotten a new episode of the Underworld podcast in so long.
The Underculture
podcast in so long.
Well, yeah. Sometimes people don't pay for podcasts, and the guy who does the podcast makes a living doing something else. So it's on hiatus until I feel like doing more of it.
Okay,
fair enough.
But you could help if you helped Armenia, that couldn't hurt. I'm not going to say it would make him do the podcast, but I will say it wouldn't do worse.
Yeah, and hey, P.S. While I'm here, Bernie should probably say something about what's happening in Armenia. It's been a little bit too long. It's been a month. He needs to say something.
I would help, but I'm not on the payroll anymore.
I know. You did such a great job.
She did, and she's living her best life now.
Also, Bernie 2020 in a general election, let's face it. Obviously, he would be doing a lot better than Joe Biden in the Great Lakes states, like blowout level. But also, it wouldn't be a two-way race because they would have arrogantly run a centrist third-party candidate. It would have been Bloomberg, Klobuchar, or whatever.
Right.
Yep. And they would arrogantly have acted like, of course, we're going to get to run a third-party candidate when we're the centrists. And so Bernie would have had to win a three-way race, which means the threshold would have been a lot lower. So he would have only had to win like 37%. We're talking Jesse Ventura numbers.
Yeah.
Obviously this isn't going to happen, but the centrists need to take a seat.
Yeah.
Like, stop. And I don't know a single centrist that I've ever met who has the quality of human humility. None of them have it because they all have inheritances and none of them have suffered as much as normal people. They are all bald and arrogant people.
Yeah, there is that correlation. I'm
speaking as a bald American myself.
You bald identify?
Yeah. But also the centrists like slap like slap the fuck down. You keep losing because you are unpopular and you have to try to sneak and trick your way into winning elections while being unpopular. It doesn't work, morons. I understand you own all the newspapers. That doesn't mean the people agree with you. You just bought all the newspapers, fuckface.
Right. And it intervenes. I mean, it's like a weird, it's like intervening with nature, because the media intervention is like strong enough to change certain things, but not strong enough to change other things. So then you have people who win primaries who shouldn't have and wouldn't have without that media intervention.
We all saw the Democratic primary this time, let alone last time. But this time where they were literally just like, what could possibly be done to stop Bernie Sanders? As if that's a normal headline for the Fourth Estate that's supposedly like calling what's happening but not intervening.
Right.
What could possibly be done to stop Bernie Sanders in the Washington Post, the New York Times, and every TV network? Oh, yeah, you guys did this. We watched it. And I know that we're not allowed to say it on television because you've kept us off television, but we all saw it. Sit the fuck down, slap your faces off, be happy with the property that you own that you don't deserve. We could win so much bigger.